Saint Benitez has struck again, and this time he has struck down an ammunition background check system. This is fantastic, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Real quick capitalism break, and then we'll get into it in detail. Today's video is brought to you by Mission First Tactical. Many of you out there will recognize this brand as a producer of accessories that you use on a regular basis. However, new for 2024, they have a line of drinkware items that are mocked up to look like certain things. Not only do some of them look like boomy things, but they also have accredited military gear. I have a full video on their acro packs that we covered late last year, and now this pack is available in Dirty Hippie Green. So whether you're looking for a concealed carry backpack or you just want something that can hold some armor plates, this thing has got you covered without giving off a whole lot of tactical vibes. I'll have a discount code listed in the pinned comment down below and also over the affiliates page. So if you're interested in anything from Mission First Tactical, then you can use my code and get 20% off. Okay, so what this deals with is Proposition 63. This is a measure that was approved on the ballot in 2016. So the electorate of California actually voted on this and passed it. Now, that's important. We'll get to that here in a second. But basically what this did, I'm going to look at my notes here, is because I'm not a California resident, I want to make sure I get this all right. So what this did is it instituted a background check for ammunition purchases, and basically the system that they put into place. So the people approved it, and then, the government went ham, and they basically said, okay, well, you have a $50 purchase permit, and that thing lasts for 4 years, and then in the process of getting that permit, they do your background check, so you don't have to have a background check every single time you walk into a store and buy a box of ammunition. But that license is checked for validity against their system. Basically, that's how the whole thing goes down. And it lasts for 4 years, and then you can renew it. And of course, it can be revoked if you displease the crown for any reason, of course. So what did the man have to say about this? Well, if you remember back, he's already called this thing unconstitutional. Back in 2020, he struck it down. And then it went up to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, and they basically said, nah, you got to do it again, blah, 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 because of, Bruen and all that sort of stuff. Well, that's their attempt to slow walk this case. Now he's got it back, and he's laying a smackdown. Let's see what the man said. This is a 32-page document, and I'm not going to read the entire thing to you, so we're just going to skip down to the conclusion. The ammunition background checks laws have no historical pedigree and operate in such a way that they violate the Second Amendment rights of citizens to keep and bear arms. Bruen much? The anti-importation components violate the Dormant Commerce Clause, and to the extent applicable to individuals traveling into California, are preempted by existing law. Perhaps a simpler 4-year and $50 ammunition purchase permit approved by the voters in Proposition 63 would have fared better. Basically taking a shot saying, hey, you decided to bolt a whole bunch of crap onto it, and this is what you get. Accordingly, the court permanently enjoins the state of California from enforcing the ammunition sales background check provisions found in California Penal Code and the ammunition anti-importation provisions found in these provisions. The Attorney General and all other law enforcement defendants are permanently enjoined. I forgot to mention the name of the case. If you want to look it up, it is Rhode V Bonta, Bonta being the complete shitbird that is the Attorney General of California. He's been named in a whole lot of suits lately. But I will also have a link in the pinned comment down below where you can run this thing down if you want to read all 32 pages of it. So what does this all mean? Well, you'll notice in here that nowhere is it mentioned that this decision has stayed. I'm pretty sure that Judge Benitez is pretty sick of playing this game. And at the beginning, he was like doing a thing and then like staying the decision. And now he's just like, yeah, screw it, right? We're just going to yeet it in there and let people go buy ammo without background checks, which is awesome. To me, this is amazing that something like this can even exist. Like, I thought that it was a big deal when I was like a teenager they would ask you at the counter, like 18 years old, they would ask you, is the ammunition that you are buying for a handgun? And if you were buying ammunition for a handgun, they wouldn't sell it to you, even though you were 18. So if I said that I was going to use the 9mm ammunition, for instance, in a rifle, then I could buy it. But if I said that I was going to use it in a handgun, then they wouldn't sell it to me because I wasn't 21 years of age. I thought that was crazy. This is amazing to me. Now, what's really great about this is I've looked up some of the articles, and they are all whining and complaining because they're like, the people of California said that they wanted this, and the judge is just a big meanie for striking it down and not respecting the will of the people. Just because you guys out there think that this is a good idea doesn't mean that it's legal. You do not trump the Constitution. The Constitution is there specifically to prevent this kind of idiocy from going into effect. And this is the system correcting your lack of IQ. So I was going to say this was really bad, but I censored myself. Anyway, this means, at least in my view, that we now have Freedom Day, week, whatever, for ammunition again in California. So boys and girls out there in Cali, I know you're watching, get to the stores. They probably close here in a couple hours. And I would like to know what all of you think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you for joining in today at the VSO Gun Channel. We will cover this and follow this as new updates become available.